What's up, guys? LQ here with the LQ Review, here to give my review of the Netflix original movie Let It Snow. Kind of a Christmas themed movie. I think it is. For the most part, it's a Christmas themed movie, and it stars the girl from Dora the Explorer and Instant Family. It stars the guy from Descendants and Descendants 2 and Descendants 3, and it stars the guy from Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home. No, not Tom Holland, but that other guy. It's got very recognizable actors in this movie. It even has Joan Cusack in it. So let's talk a little bit about it. So first of all, you've got Elizabeth Moner, the girl that plays Dora, girl that plays an Instant Family. She, out of all the characters in this movie, or out of all the actors in this movie, is my favorite. I think that she's an up-and-comer. I think she's going to definitely go on and become a very good actress down the road. I liked her in Instant Family quite a bit. I thought she was fine in Dora, and she was better in this. This was a solid role for her. That it had some meaty stuff that she was able to kind of sink her teeth into and really display some acting ability, and she did a very good job here. In this movie, she is a high school senior, thinking about going into college, but not sure she can because her mom's sick and maybe she needs to stay behind and spend some time, taking care of her mom. She ends up in a chance encounter meeting a famous singer who is just about her age. Romance. But she ends up spending the day with him. And yes, romance blossoms. And he starts finding himself also. Through her, he starts realizing that maybe his life was a little superficial and maybe he wants a little more of that life that she has. So this was the meatiest part of the story that I really enjoyed. I thought that this was if there was like a main storyline, this was it. Because this is kind of one of those, I don't know if anthology movies are the right word. This is one of those movies that has like 5 different storylines with 5 different sets of characters. And they never intersect throughout the whole movie until the very end when they all intersect. It's one of those type movies. I forget exactly what they're called. It's not an anthology movie, but it's like that. So that was my favorite storyline, and that was the best storyline. You got another storyline with the actor that plays Ned in the new Spider-Man movies. He wants to throw a Christmas Eve party, and he wants to get all the seniors from high school there, and he wants it to be a black. I mean, his storyline is this party that he wants to throw with this semi-famous DJ called Tempest, he wants them to come and DJ it, and his storyline is figuring out how to pull this party off. It was much less interesting. He's got some good, funny stuff in it. He's got some decent lines in it. He's funny enough in it. His character wasn't all that likable, though. In the Spider-Man movies, you like Ned. You like him. He's not all that likable in this movie. But he did have some funny parts, and his storyline was mostly a superficial, let's have this big party. Because at the end of the movie, when they all come together, guess where they're at? Let's see. There was another story about a girl who works at a diner who, she's a lesbian, homosexual, and she's trying to get her crush to acknowledge her, trying to get her crush to come out. It's very much a, Love, Simon type storyline where they're trying. She's trying to find love in this world that maybe might not be very accepting of it, and trying to navigate that with her crush, who is very leery about it. That storyline was fine. I mean, I didn't hate it, didn't love it. It was just fine. Let's see. What was another storyline? Oh, yeah, you had, this was I really liked this storyline quite a bit, too. The guy that plays Ben, I forget his name. He plays Ben in the Descendants movies. He is best friends with a girl, and he's in love with her. And he wants to let her know that he's in love with her, but he's friend-zoned, right? He's friend-zoned it. And he ends up tagging along on a date that she goes on with a college kid. And as this date progresses through the movie, he becomes more and more hostile. Ben, not the college kid, but the guy that played Ben in Descendants, he becomes more and more hostile towards his friend and the date, to the point where he ends up walking out on it, and he ends up having some moments of growth before, guess what? He admits to her how he feels, and then I won't spoil what happens, but it's beautiful. And then there's a couple other minor storylines that happen with some other minor characters, and they all intersect at the end. Joan Cusack plays a snowplow lady that ends up having interactions with a number of them. This movie, I was a little surprised it didn't get a theatrical release because of some of the star power in it. But I understand why. I don't think it would have played well. I don't think it would have made a lot of money. This isn't the type of movie that people are going to be talking about. This is a type of movie where I think if you watch it, you're going to be entertained by it, but you're not going to talk about it. You're not going to be buzzing about it after you see it. It kind of reminded me a little bit of like a very well acted, very well produced Hallmark movie. That's a little bit of what it reminded me of. Very well acted, very well produced Hallmark. It's fine. It's like those little candies, mostly made of sugar. You put them in your mouth, they dissolve right away. It's kind of like that. You put it in your mouth, you taste good, you enjoy it while you have it, but then when it's gone, and you kind of forget about it. It's kind of what this movie's like. While you're in it, while you're watching it, you're having a decent enough time. But when it's over, that's it. There's no buzz. There's no happiness that you watched it. There's nothing you want to talk about, nothing you want to digest, nothing really significant that you want to talk about other than the fact that what am I going to do later on today? That's really it. So, my big takeaway here is it Elizabeth Moner or Isabella Moner? I forget. Dora. It's the actress that plays Dora. She has some chops in this movie. She did a good job, and I think she's going to have a bright future moving forward. I really do. I think we're going to see her get more big screen roles, and I think we're going to see her continue to develop as an actress because I really think she did a good job, and I think she's done a good job in everything she's been in. So that's where I'm at on this movie. Let It Snow. I don't know. This is a hard one to grade because it's so digestible but forgettable. I'm going to go with a C+ on Let It Snow. Let It Snow is a C+. It's a decent enough time, but when it's over, that's it. There's no buzz. There's no talking about it. There's nothing you want to talk about. It's just done. Let It Snow, C+ for me. Have you seen Let It Snow? What did you think of it? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think I'm completely off base with the actress that plays Dora? Do you think that maybe she doesn't have as bright a future as I think she does? Do you think that maybe Ned, the guy that plays Ned in the Spider-Man movies, did he do a great job here? The guy that plays Ben from Descendants, did he do great? Let me know what you thought about this movie. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it because it's one of those movies that's not being talked about, so I don't know what anybody thinks about it. I know what I thought about it. I know what my wife thinks about it. That's it. That's it. I don't know what anybody else thought about it. I haven't even really seen any reviews of it. So let me know what you thought of Let It Snow. I'd love to hear your opinions on it so that I can start getting a feeling on whether or not it was even good. But I give it a C+. So thank you for being here at the LQ Review, where we talk about all of the geeky, nerdy stuff we love to talk about. And until next time, we'll see you later.
Every single day